Centralia. The town is dying. The town is dying. The town is dead. The town is burning. He is a caretaker. He is the crypt keeper. He is the maintenance man for a ghost town, for the town that no longer exists. A museum curator for a borough that had its lights strangled out years ago by smoke. He's the doting father of a stillborn town, tending to its moldering cradle and fluffing its sparse withered curls in the hopes that it would show some genuine signs of life. A deed as every bit as good as a death certificate. Tender fall. I needed you in my life. For some time. Just wanted to feel you melting away on my tongue. I wanted to be a part of your life for a while. Just for a little while. Only ever wanted to know what your skin felt like when it was against mine. And that was all. With us, it was you, and it was I, and that was all. And it was fine. The Quicksilver Prince. Getting the brain quiet, getting the world quiet, trying to find the stability of grass and solid ground underneath your hands, underneath your body, and hoping that the rest of the planet won't fly off in its circuitous orbit and leave you behind again. Maybe if you thread your fingers into the coarse, dusty grass and hang on tight enough, it'll slow down, it'll stop, it'll get better, somehow. But when do you know? When do the eyes in the mirror finally reflect what you've been hoping to see for so very long? A face that you recognize, a face that you are content with, a face that you don't want to claw away, because of all of the ways you've hurt them. How do you make it back from there? The faraway place you pushed yourself to, each shove sending you further out into orbit, away from your own hands to pull yourself back in. Where does the peace come in? Who do you have to steal to get it? Who do you have to approach and promise to be a very, very good boy and never do those awful things again? When does the perfect storm in your skull quiet down and give you room to seek out that answer? Give you enough steps to jump and crash and win? Don't you just want to take off like a bottle rocket, pull off all the safety harnesses and grounding cables, and catapult into the waiting arms of the heavens, to get caught and held by them like the star that you've always wanted to be, burning off bright and blinding and unafraid? It would be so much easier to give in to that. But would it keep you whole or burn you away, peeling off layer after layer of who you are, until all that's left is the unremitting challenge of your bare bones, bursting apart like grapes and dandelions, breaking apart like all the brightest stars, tumbling back to the earth like motes of gold, to kiss the welcome, warm earth again. Untitled. Jackals, jackals, burning bright atop the willow tree, you came for aught, you came for naught, and then you came for me. Betwixt the fine fluttered leafy pages of that willow tree, the babes were set to speaking, and the branches set to shrieking, aught for naught, and them for me. Blisters prickle, palms unclean, at turns so fickle, the snapping fiends, tithed not for aught, and aught for spleens. Love letters. I want to write you love letters, because you deserve to have love letters And you seem like you could use some, and you might like to have them. Maybe I'll write you some sometime. I only wish I had that kind of time, that kind of depth of love, to have monuments built and mains burnt and wreaths flung. I wish I had someone to write love letters for. I'd like to write some to you if you'd let me. You're beautiful and smart, and I see a loneliness that matches mine, and I want to help to replace it with something lovely, even for a little while. Even if it never went anywhere. Even if you never wrote back. Even if you wrote me back and only talked about the weather. I'd still like to write you love letters, because I think you deserve them. As much as I love technology, something makes me sad about email. There's no paper to rub your fingers against, no impressions from ink pens pressing thoughts into pulp, embossing them there and impregnating the paper with meaning as much as with the scent of skin. I guess it's just as well. My handwriting is awful, and you might not be able to read what I had to say to you. I want to write you love letters, because I think you deserve to have love letters. And you seem like a woman who would appreciate them, because everybody should know what it feels like to see the ink stamp someone's heart leaves behind on a sheet of paper, and know that it's just for them.